everybody. Welcome to the Cafe of Knowledge. I want to thank all the knowledge people for tuning in today. Appreciate it. Thank y'all for all y'all support too. So much appreciated. Thank you all so much for all your support. Thank you to the new subscribers and all that. Okay, I guess everybody has already looked at the title, and I want to talk about what Mr. Kwame Brown said in one of his videos. But before I address that, I have much respect for Mr. Kwame Brown. Okay, he wants trade schools for the boys and for young men and for males, period. He wants more education and better education for the youth and for the young males and everything like that. He wants them to get more educated because our black boys are out here and some black men are out here reading at a 4th grade level. And he talks about that and want to improve that. And there's so many different things that he wants them to do. He wants them to learn about 3 different trades so that they can always have something to fall back on, or to own their own business, or to run their own thing, and things like that. So I have a whole lot of respect for Mr. Kwame Brown and the message that he delivers. I kind of agree with some of the things he said, and some of the things, everybody have their own opinion, but the majority of the things I do agree with Mr. Kwame Brown when it comes to the education and the better, making sure that our youth is learning more, have more. They're open to more opportunities. Okay, so now everybody already know, and if you don't know and you're new to the channel, that's what this platform right here does. Okay, now this platform, you can go to the playlist and you will see videos like this, and you will see videos that say tutor, and that's what I do. On the tutor videos, I teach inventory, finance, budgeting, accounting, auditing, everything, how to do financial report papers, anything and everything you need to know. You can go right to our playlist and you can click on tutor and you can learn that. Now I teach the old school way. Okay, I don't have all these big old screens and stuff where it calculates and compute for you. It calculates everything up for you. I do it myself and have everyone else do it themselves. That way, if the computer break down or anything happen or whatever, you can still handle your business because you on point like that, because you know how to do it mentally in your head. Okay, so now that's what my platform does. So I teach on one side and then I do videos like this on another side. So that's how I give back to the community, and I've been doing this for over 30 years, and I've been helping people all across the United States. And there's some people that they was incarcerated, they got out, now they owning their own business. There's some people that was flipping burgers and now they owning their own business. They doing all that because of this book right here, Inventory Control Easy. Okay, and it has a test in the back. And most people order the book, and if you don't want to order the book, just go to the tutor. And all the tutor videos, all of it is for free. Don't charge you nothing. And the book is just one price, and it has a test in the back and all that. But I do the same thing that's in the book in the videos. Okay, now let's jump on back to Mr. Kwame Brown. Okay, now I heard Mr. Kwame Brown say something that I want to kind of address and talk about a little bit here on this platform, because in one of his videos, it's about a week ago, I heard him talking about how there are men on their platforms, on the radio, on their platforms, on their podcasts and all that. They talking dirty, they talking disrespectful, they talking nasty, all on the radio and social media and their platforms, where our kids, young kids and young adults and everybody can hear, and they listening to this toxic behavior. Okay, now, and it's so a disrespectful behavior. So he has been talking about that, and that's what he said last week. And I agree with everything he said. 100% on that point. I absolutely agree, okay? But I do want to address a couple of things that Mr. Kwame Brown said during this video, okay? So now I want y'all to listen, and then I will give my address to that matter that I heard, okay? So this is what he said.
We call that got caught lacking. We call that real nigga shit. Our elders, you guys have failed us, and I take some responsibility as well. It's not these babies' fault. Each and every last one of us adults have to go look in the mirror, men and women. Women, they've stroked y'all egos so long that y'all haven't seen that your black babies are at the bottom. As long as they keep giving you a government job, telling you how great you are, keep cutting a check and giving you money, you okay with seeing your babies die in the street. That's what it seemed like to me. Black males are reading at a 4th grade reading level, and our black women are the most educated. I don't understand how that makes sense.
Okay, so I'm going to stop it right there because I have one more point that I want to address, but that's the first point. Okay, so Mr. Kwame Brown said that black women egos been stroked so long until they're, he said the black women egos been stroked so long until our black babies are at the bottom. Okay, now he said black women have been given government jobs, and they telling the black women how great they are, and they cutting the black women a check, and they okay with letting their babies die in the street. Okay, and that black men and black young boys are reading at a 4th grade reading level, and black women are the most educated. And he said that's what it seems like to him. And he said he don't understand how this makes sense. Okay, so let's stop right there. That's what he said. You heard him for yourself. Okay, and he said he just don't understand how this makes sense. So let me help Mr. Kwame Brown and anybody else who might be having trouble understanding this. Okay, let me break this shit down real good. Okay, because I'm gonna do it. Let me break this shit down real good for everybody. Okay, now black men, along with our young black men all across the United States, need to hold a round table conversation in each state, each city, at least once a week, all year long. Okay, and discuss holding each other accountable and hold each other to ethical standards. Okay, now black men, black young men, even black boys, they all need to come together, and they need to teach and learn from each other, bond with each other, form a more brotherly union, love within yourself and each other. Okay, now see, if black men did this is what we need. But if black men did this, okay, you can hold each other accountable on issues and situations like staying inside the home with their babies and that mother, or taking care of his fatherly duties and responsibilities with that child, and being constantly active in that child's life. So the mothers and the babies are being well taken care of. Okay, those mother babies that he talking about that are dying in the street, if black men and black young men will come together in unity all across the United States and have this little round table and hold each other accountable, then our black babies wouldn't be dying in these streets. They wouldn't. Not at these record numbers. Okay? If y'all form this, if black men form this round table all across the United States and teach each other and talk to each other about their responsibilities and hold each other accountable for this, then we won't have that. Okay? And if the fathers was more active, if y'all had this round table and talk to each other and hold each other accountable with unity and brotherly love, okay, then you can help that mother, and you can be the breadwinner. You can be the breadwinner of the house. Okay? See, if you stay inside your household and you work your ass off and you become the breadwinner of the house, okay, then that man can have his ego stroke and stroke his own ego instead of the black woman stroking her ego, or instead of somebody else stroking the black woman ego. Okay? Black men have to start holding each other accountable and start, if you do this, black men, you hold yourself accountable, you open up your own business, work your ass off, open up your own business and all that yourself, so that the black woman can be your accountant. She can be your auditor. She can be your secretary. She can be your financial reporter. She can be all that. She can be your tax preparer. She could be all that, so that that black woman can let that government job go and any other job go that you mentioned, that he mentioned. Okay? So that's how you do that. Okay? But we need for the black men and black young men to all come together, and the little black boys to come together and encourage each other, talk to each other, tell each other, hold each other accountable, make sure this happen, open their own business. And it's real easy to do with this right here, because it's a lot of black men who has come from out of incarceration everywhere. Some young high school black boys that have done that, all that, and they are making a great living, a great living. But all it takes is somebody to care and somebody to do that. But if men will come together and talk to these men, form a round table throughout the United States, together, among together, rather you do it, all these big old stars or whatever you want to call yourself, and you have big platforms. See, I got a small platform, but I've been out here in these streets for 30 years. I don't need no platform to get out here and help people. See, that this book here was helping people way before this platform. But see, I know that everybody can afford, they cannot afford a book. So therefore, I put it in video. That's what started this. I put it on video so people can learn it for free, because everybody can't afford a book. So, if black men will come together and do this, because black women do come together and they do this. Black women are out here working, and like I said, a lot of black women work in silence, but they working their ass off. But we need the black men to form a union together. Rather you grab men out of your family, rather you grab some men off the street, rather you go up to a school and tell them that you want to start this round table program. You want to do it on your platform, you want to do it on your social media, you want to do it on your radio, but this is what we need. And get all of them together at least once a week, so that our kids won't be at the bottom, like Mr. Kwame Brown mentioned. They won't be dying in these streets, like Mr. Kwame Brown mentioned. Okay? And if you do all this, this will instantly stop these black babies from being at the bottom and losing their life out here on these streets. But until black men come together, join together in unity and create and start this round table, accountability table I'm talking about. Call it table of accountability. Round table of accountability. Learning and lessons. Okay? And until the black men do that, then stop putting all this pressure on black women. Okay? Because these babies out here are black men babies too, as well. The majority of them. You know? So it seems to me that he said that it seems like to him that, you know, that's just how it is. We okay with letting our babies die in the streets. Well, it seems like to black women that it's okay for the black men and these black fathers that their babies are dying out here on the streets. Because if it wasn't okay, these black men will step up the exact same thing I just said in this video. They will step up to everything I just mentioned in this video. So, it seems like to me that the black men are okay with their children and their babies dying out here on these streets. So until you form that, we gonna feel, black women gonna feel like, y'all feel, black men feel like it's okay for the babies to die out here on these streets. Okay? So now, now that you all understand that first point, let's go to the second point. Okay? Because I want to address the second part of what Mr. Kwame Brown said. Okay? So let's listen to this second part of what Mr. Kwame Brown said. Okay? Now in this, he is talking about Stephen A. Smith, the way he talks about our young athletes and athletes period, black ones. Okay? So now this is what
stay off the weed. Now it's DW. I mean that. Right. I mean, what is it? What's that? What's that? I don't know. Codeine, weed, alcohol. What's that? What's that? I'm done. I don't want to hear anything about let's sit there and stay on the weed.
So this is Stephen A. Smith talking about black athletes and things like that.
Black mamas, after your sons go through college and they work their ass off and they go through the hood and they do everything they need to do, just the punk bitch that's gonna be destroying your son's name. Just saying. When he trying to sprinkle that mama's cooking back into your kitchen, they use this bitch ass nigga to lower his contract. Just to let you know, ladies. How many times do I have to say it? Do I need to do it again? Yeah, say it again. Stay off the weed. I got a list of players here. Watch how you talk about your babies. Most of these players are black. Just a thought. Do I look disgusted enough? Earn your money, Steven. Earn your money. I got the list here. All of these players that have been suspended over the last several years, and a vast majority of them, damn near all of them, are black. Really? Really? These two individuals, LeGarrette Blount and Le'Veon Bell, have to be two of the stupidest individuals that I have encountered on this day. And you are just strolling. Two black men are the stupidest people he ever encountered on this day. This is how you gonna talk about your babies. These your sons here. These your sons. Down the street with a woman that I don't even know.
Okay, so now that y'all heard that, so this is the second point that I wanted to address to everyone. And because when I heard Mr. Kwame Brown say black mamas, because he's talking about Stephen A. So he said black mamas. Stephen A. Smith talking about your babies, destroying your sons and your son's name and contract. Watch how he talk about your babies. This how he's going to talk about your babies. These your sons. These your sons here. Okay? All that. So when he said that, all of that was your babies, your kids, your sons, all that your mess. Okay? Now, I do have to say, in his video, he was saying our children, he was saying our children a lot in his video. But when it got to this particular point, he was saying black mamas. Listen to how they talk. Listen to how he talking about your son, your babies, your, okay? Now, this is exactly what black women have been trying to get the black man to understand for decades. For decades. Okay? What? For decades, we've been trying to get men to understand that. Why is it that on Mad Day, or when y'all or black men are upset about something, or they pissed off about something, automatically the kids become the mama, your child, your son, your kids, your baby. Everything is your, instead of our. And like I said, he was saying our throughout the video. He was saying our. But when it got to this particular point, that he wanted to prove something to the black women, then he started that your. Okay? Now all of a sudden, just that quick, they tell the black women, your kids, you're this. Okay? Now, see, most of the black men have been disconnected from the single family for so long until they, and the sad part is, black men have been disconnected from the single household for so long that they created. Okay? That they start talking to the black woman real greasy and crazy about that. Your kids, your babies, your child, and all that. See, and your daughter. Instead of the word our. And like I said, he was saying our through most of this video. But when it came to this point right here, it was all of a sudden the black woman's child, your son, your child, your daughter, your whatever, okay? But see, Mr. Kwame Brown said this that way, okay? So that black women can get triggered. See, the reason why he said that way, because he wanted black women to be triggered about what Stephen A. is saying. He wanted black women to get mad. He wanted black women to get upset. Okay? And he wanted black women to start raising hell about this Stephen A. cat. And what the hell he doing out with his destruction ass behavior, you know. I ain't gonna even touch base on his ass. But anyway, Kwame Brown put it in that particular way so that it can trigger the black women, so the black women can start speaking up, raising hell, and just acting a fool about this here man. But no. Black men can't keep expecting. See, that's what that message, the way it was put like that, black mamas, This is what he said about your child. Black mamas, this your son. This your babies. This your, okay? That is to get black women in an uproar and start going off on Stephen A. Jackson, okay? Which his ass do deserve to be got on, but I'm addressing a very important point here, okay? Now, black men are so used to getting women triggered, and they say it like that to raise all this so we can quickly jump up and start a movement. You know, because black women will. Black women have some powerful voices. And black women will get to getting it. Black women will start. They will check your ass about their babies. And they will start, if they feel like something ain't right yet, black women will start a movement for their babies and for black men. Okay? But, no. Black men can't keep expecting for black women to stand up all the time, every damn time. Okay? Every time you turn around, I want the black woman to stand up. Black women marching for justice on their back. They putting fighting for justice on their back. They putting fighting for kids on their back. They fighting in a single parent household on their back. They fighting to take care of these kids on their back. They are speaking up for justice on their back. They are speaking up for black men and black women on their back. And they've been fighting for respect on their back. They've been fighting and asking the black men to respect them on their back. They've been fighting for their culture on their back. Fighting for their brothers and sisters out here in the world on their back. They just been fighting everything, fighting on their back. And the whole time, they got us constantly stay strong. And all this stuff on their back. So it's time for black men to hold each other accountable for each other. Much better. You know, black men have to hold each other accountable. Okay? Because black men can check other black men much better than black women can. Okay? Black men, y'all need to come together, and the ones who know that this is degrading behavior, come together in this round table of accountability and start holding these toxic ones and these disrespectful ones and all these degrading ass ones. Hold them accountable. And if the men unify together as a strong ass unity, y'all can make it happen. But the black woman don't need to step in every damn thing. See, black men will play on women emotions, okay? You have to keep your own. Keep your own, hold your own, and fight. Just like Mr. Kwame Brown is doing. He is almost like he's doing it by himself, but you have other platforms of black men who are, you know, talking up about this. But he is the main one. We need more black men to join this man. And the way to do this is to form this round table. Whether it's in your community, in your city, in your state, form this round table. Grab all your black young boys and your black young men, and the men come together and talk about accountability and how to stop this type of behavior coming from these toxic people all on the radio and all on their platform, and they spewing out toxic to the young kids and to everybody. That's how you do that, you know. So it's time for black men to hold each other accountable for each other. All that toxic action, behavior, and all that. Men can check other men better than women can. Women shouldn't have to be out here checking men for other men. Women shouldn't have to be out here arguing with other men, checking other men, and all that for other men. It's time for the men to start taking that up and doing it themselves. That's what that is. See, because, see, the majority, it's millions of black men out here in this world. It's millions and millions of black men out here in this world, and they should be doing all this instead of women. Now you gotta hear me, and you gotta hear me good. You know what I'm saying? And the majority of black men have become comfortable with playing on black women emotions when they want black women to speak up or start a movement. See, stop doing that shit. Okay, stop doing that shit. It's time for black men. See, some black men, not all now, but some black men will play on women emotions just to start a movement or to start for everybody to speak up and all that. Okay? And normally we do. We do just that. But if you listen to a lot of these black women platforms and a lot of black women out here on their street, they are saying they are tired of fighting all this fight, and the black man is leaving them black women hanging. So what they need is to see the black men form something like this and show the black woman that they care as well. And the only way to do that is to form this round table of accountability and hold each other accountable and hold the ones up there accountable. See, that's men thing. That's men thing. Men going back and forth. It's time for the men to come together and squash that. Not the women. Not the women. But see, black men have gotten so comfortable with playing on women emotions and saying, you know, this is how they doing. You know, they'll get it. Black men know how to try to get black women riled up, okay? And then black women start speaking up and fighting the fight and starting the movement. Well, we gonna need for the black men to do it too. God damn, our feet and ass and back tied. We need to see it from the black men and the young black men, okay? So now, if black men will form this round table I'm talking about, I tell you right now, everything that Mr. Kwame Brown is talking about, far as, you know, starting all of these, I'm sorry, y'all, my light went out, but I'm gonna keep it going. But anyway, everything Mr. Kwame Brown was talking about starting trade schools and all this stuff, and, you know, getting our kids to be on a better educational level and stop being on this 4th grade level and all that stuff. Let me tell y'all, all that can happen if all the black men just form a round table in their neighborhood, in their city, in their family. Grab your sons, grab your nephews, grab your grandsons, grab all that. And once a week, everybody sit down. Somewhere black men need to be sitting down once a week with their black children, with black little boys, not just yours. Go to the park or go to the school. Start some type of program that you have a round table of accountability. And this is what you do. This is what you do. And I can guarantee you, you will see a hell of a drop and a decline in all of this toxic ass behavior that's going on within this black culture. Okay? Now, you have black women that they make videos, you know, and you know, I see some of the black rap women, you know, they talk about they wop and they talk about their ass and they talk about they want money and they talking about you ain't gonna get the ass until you give me the money, or they might take your man and all that kind of stuff. Okay? But the black men who make these same type of videos, they talk about damn pistols and AK-47s and robbing a goddamn person and killing another black man. What the hell is this? How in the hell is you? What makes men want to kill another black man? just killing yourselves out. But anyway, they have all that stuff in there. So it seems like to me that the black men are needed more in this situation than in this case. Because see, black men, if you step up and you do this round table thing and spread this thing all across the United States and get them into this tutorial and they can learn how to open their own business, they'll learn how to do accounting, finance, budgeting. They learn this book here, teach them how to learn open your own business and keep your own business afloat. It's no way in the hell that business will fail with all that right there. And all you got to do, don't nobody need me. I ain't trying to promote that I want recognition and all that. Hell no. Hell, I already got recognition. I already told y'all I'm big in the big corporate world. I already got that. And out here hitting my feet on the pavement with all these young boys and young men and young women and adult women, adult men, seeing about the people that's coming out of incarceration so when they come out, they won't have to damn wind up going back in. They got something to look forward to. And it's a whole lot of them that done came out and running their own business right now just because of inventory control. Easy. You see what I'm saying? So, and it's free. See, that's what I'm talking about. It's free. There ain't no cash app. You ain't got to be sending $22.45. And every time you click on no tutor video, it don't tell you to give $29.95 before I give you this knowledge. Hell to the now. That's what it's for. Cafe of knowledge. And that's why the people on this platform carry a hell of a lot of knowledge. And they know it can be any time of the night. Anybody on this platform or any viewers or my subscribers or anybody, anytime they want to better their career, boost their career, start their own business, do all of that, all they got to do is click on tutor video and it's a self-help thing. This book here is a self-help book. And that tutor, I do it with everyone. So that's what I'm trying to say, you know. So black men, women are out here doing a hell of a lot. But right now we got our eyes on black men to see how y'all gonna form this round table thing going on. We wants to see how y'all are going to grab some of these young men, grab some of these young little boys, get men together and start around and let us see it. Put it on your platforms. And even if you don't have a YouTube platform and all that, do a round table and put it on your Facebook. Do a round table every week and put it on your Facebook where other men and young men can join in and y'all can see what each other think and teach what each other know and all that good positive stuff. And you a damn sure see a big decline in all of this right here, all this destruction. And when all of you come together, that's how you stop all this toxic stuff going all through the airwaves, radio wave, platform, and all that old damn shit. That's how you stop that. But you need to be involved. So don't come, I'm telling you, black women are tired. We out here working now. I ain't saying that we sitting on our ass being lazy. We out here working. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you listen to a lot of black women and a lot of black women platforms out here, they are tired of doing all the protection and no protection is coming back to them from the black man. No protection, no guidance, no nothing is coming back from them to the children out here. That's why they out of goddamn control like that. Yeah, the mama is doing half her job, but we need another half. Where the other half at? That's what we need. Okay? So, with Mr. Kwame Brown message, I'm all for everything he's trying to do for the young people and for them to better themselves. And I'm all for of how he's talking about how toxic things are. But we need some black men to also form a round table, and the round table is free. All you got to do is pull up a damn ragged ass table, or you go somewhere and get a damn small table that'll fit 5 men and 2 little boys and 4 young adult men, and all you got to do is everybody sit down and have a discussion and teach each other and help each other and be that role model for each other. And all this will stop. That's all I have to say about that. Gain knowledge to prevent blockage. And we all know what that means. The more you know, the harder it is for anybody to block y'all from y'all goals and success. Bye-bye.